Okay, so today we're going to be learning how to multiply fractions using different models such as the area model and the linear model. So first let's go over what a fraction is. A fraction is a number that is not a whole number and it has to have all equal pieces. So if I have a circle right here and I divide it into a piece like this, this, and this, that cannot be a fraction because all the pieces are not equal. Now if we have a circle such as this, divided into 4 equal parts, that can be a fraction since they are equal numbers. So today we're going to start off with our area model by going over a problem. It says Susan is making cookies for her class. She made a total of 12 cookies and needs 2/3 of them for her class. How many cookies does Susan need? So first let's go through and circle our main points that we need to know. So we know that she has a total of 12 cookies and she's looking for 2/3 of them. So our question says how many cookies does Susan need? So if we start off with our area model, let's visualize it so it makes a little more sense to us. Let's say that we have a pizza. Okay, so here's our pizza. And we're looking for 2/3 of 12. So let's take our numerator, our 3, and divide our pizza into 3 sections since we're going to be looking for 2/3. And so how many times does 3 go into 12? 3, so we know that 3 goes into 12 4 times. So we're going to put 4 little slices in each of our sections of our pizza. 4, 4, and 4. So we see here that we have 12 pieces of pizza in our 3 sections. And so if we're looking for 2/3 of this, we're going to shade in 2 out of our 3 sections. So we see that we have our first section right here, then our second section right here. So we can see that this is 2/3 of our total amount, which is 3. So then let's count our pieces in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8. So our 2/3 of 12 equals 8. And that's how we can see it with our area model using our pizza. So next we're going to move on to a linear model. So if we're still looking for 2/3 of 12 with our linear model, we can start off by drawing our line. We have our line here. And we're going to start off with 0. And whatever our whole number is going to be our number over here. It's not always going to be 12, but in this case, our number is 12. So now we're looking for 2/3. So we're going to divide our linear line into 3 equal pieces. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So there's 3 equal pieces for our line. So we know that in these 3 equal pieces, this is our first, this is going to be 1/3, and this is 2/3. Now, now that we know that our final number is 12, we're going to divide these 3 sections equally to where, we're going to put numbers on our number line to where they equal 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 7. Then we have 8. Then we have 9, 10, 11, and then our 12. So if we're looking for 2/3, if we're looking for 2/3 of our 12, we're going to shade in. Here's our first third. There's 1/3, and then there's 2/3. So we see what number we end on is 8. So we have 2/3 of 12 equals 8. And that is how we go over our area and linear models.